All right, welcome to the stream. My microphone is actually working. Okay, my mic's working. I was gonna say, wait, my mic is muted. It doesn't look like it's coming on stream. No, it is. Look, it appears to be peaking, even though I know it's not, because for whatever reason, I don't know. Anyways, welcome to the stream. It is 8:39 p.m., July 4th, 2026. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I realized I was gonna have my phone charging, and then I completely forgot to put my phone on the charger. Let me go do that really quick. And then we're gonna get this show on the road. My headphones are caught on something. Okay, it's fine. Mikey, welcome in. Alright, so today we are flying, my voice cracks, that's a great place to start. We are flying a difficult approach today. I call it America's Kai-Tak. I'm surprised nobody else calls it that. I don't know, I'm surprised no one else calls that. It's the Ronald Reagan runway 19 approach in DC, which takes you over a river. And you have to follow that river into the airport, and it's a really cool approach, and I've wanted to try it, and then I saw V1 simulations do it, and I was like, you know what? Let's get a shot. You can't join, you're in Buffalo. Oh, nice. I have been working all day. I have to work tomorrow, and then I've got another full week of work, so it is extremely hot. My computer is like a heater. Now, what are we flying today? Well, I was going to fly the 737. And then I saw the bare metal Boeing 727, and I was like, I did see your DM from when you were on the plane, yes. But, yeah, I saw this, and I was like, I want to fly it. I want to fly it. It's a beautiful livery. It's sharp, it's great, and we're also in the 727-100 today, which I don't think I've flown that on stream yet. We've got Sokka over here that's in a bare metal, I think it's an MD-80, so that says an MD-83. Looking very good. It's got the interior and everything. Let's get this show on the road. It's going to be a night approach into, I always call it DACA, but it's not really DACA. It's KDCA. And if I look at the little map here, let me see if I can pull that up. View. Let's see if I can pull up the little map here. So we're up here in Cleveland. We're going to be flying down this way, and then the approach into runway 19 has you follow this river. What is it called? The Potomac River, I believe is the name of it, and you have to follow it. And then, right as you get over here, runway 19 is here. And so you're following the river, and then you make a very sharp Kai-Tak-like turn into the runway. So that will be kind of fun. Hopefully you can go up to the Niagara Falls. You did it last year, but you still want to do it again. It was fun. I have not been to Niagara Falls since, oh gosh. Oh, it would have been 2012, I think. 2012, yeah. That was when I was in Niagara Falls last. That was the first time also. It was a fun time. All right, let's get this show on the road. We're using Beyond ATC today for the traffic, and I decided I'm going to go old school today. We're going to use the SIVA INS, because I think that will be fun. All right, what do I got to do with my life? I need to go down here. I need to get ground power hooked up. Let's get that going. And I just realized, GSX, so this aircraft doesn't work all the way with GSX. GSX auto mode needs to be off. Cabin lights can be the cabin crew. I'd like that to be analog. Onboard, yada, yada, yada. GSX, that can be like that. I want that to be Imperial. And then we're going to use the SIVA INS. Yeah, I haven't flown it in a minute. I flew it the other day, and I thought it would just be more fun to do it again. All right. So that's good. We're going to have to do the fuel manually. We might have to roleplay that they've already fueled up the aircraft. Because normally you can use GSX to do this, but the 727-100 and GSX aren't, like, they can work, but they don't work, like, perfectly in sync yet for some reason. Alright. I don't know why the game is so quiet. I don't know if you could hear that. It doesn't look like it's very loud on mine. Alright, let's get that set over to ground power. Yeah, so this is the 727-100 for those that haven't seen it yet. It's pretty similar to the 727-200, but it's much smaller and it's older. There's actually no door here. You know, normally you've got your door here. And then on the 727-200, you've got your lavatory, which, by the way, has flushing toilets. A+. And also, something that's kind of cool is it's got this. So you can lock the doors if you want to. And then in the 727-200, you've got a door right here. So that's kind of neat. However, on this aircraft, the right side door is actually all the way over here. So that's kind of interesting. And then I don't think there's any rear doors over here. Normally you've got a door here, you've got a door here. At least on the 727-200, you've got doors here right next to the engines. But you don't have that here. And instead, you've actually got 2 bathrooms, which I had no idea we had 2 bathrooms. Wow, look at the size of this thing. It's got toilet seats that can move up and down. Okay. Nice. And then, oh. Well, look at that. Is that intentional? And then obviously, for those that have flown this before, you've got the rear stairs, which if you click this, I forgot to turn on the hydraulic pumps, but if you click this, the doors will open up, and then passengers can actually use this to board and deboard at airports that don't have the, you know, proper like jetways and stuff. Despite you not being at home, you're getting a bunch of notifications about thunderstorms in your area. There are down trees everywhere, 70 miles, because, yeah. They say it's going to rain, like, every day this next week, so. We are also getting that weather. Cannot open that up. Can't open this up yet, unfortunately. It's a solid object. And then also, we've got the engines right here. Now, unlike the 727-200, in the 727-200, you've got a couple seats which are sitting right alongside the engines, and you can't really see outside the window. This aircraft doesn't have that issue. So, and now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have got the INS going, because we need this thing to align. So, let me do that real quick. Where are we? I'm literally just going to put this in. So, November 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, insert, and then it's going to be west, 8, 1, 5, 1, 3. And, you know, this thing works a little bit different than it does on the L-1011. On the L-1011, you've got things like 081. You actually have to put the 0 in on the L-1011, but this one you don't actually have to do that. That kind of messed me up last time I was playing this. So, let me get that on real quick. Let's get that on real quick. And let's have them align that. That will take a couple minutes. Let's get lights on. Navigation lights don't have to be on at this very moment. Emergency lights can be armed. That can be armed. I don't think that this is different. Let's get the logo lights on. Like, this is pretty much the same. I mean, technically, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of this stuff in real life was probably just like, you know, engineer stuff. That was a nice sound effect, like the old metal banging. You don't know how to describe it, yeah. And then over here on the flight engineer panel, there's a couple different things. You've got your lights, obviously. You've got your panel floodlights up there. And everything here is pretty much the same. The one major difference is the fact that you don't have a PAX like auto trip. When you close the rear door. Oh, was there a sound effect? I didn't hear it. We'll have to go over there and open it. But yeah, so on the 727-200, you've got a little switch here that says like PAX trip. And when you're going to take off, it will automatically turn off the PAX. Which I just realized. Oh no, this does have the PAX thing. I don't know why I was thinking that there was an extra gauge here. But normally you could keep the PAX on, have the PAX trip on as well. As you're taking off, it would automatically turn the PAX off. But this one, you actually have to turn them off and then make sure you turn them back on when you're done taking off. And then also the gallery power, it's only got one switch instead of two. You can turn that on. And then, yeah, I think pretty much everything else is the same here. You've got your cooling doors, which you close when you are in flight. And then, of course, you have cabin pressurization and everything, which is traditional. All right, so that thing is going to start doing its thing. I don't know why. My microphone is so hot. So my computer, like, radiates heat, and it, like, rises. And my room has no windows. It would be kind of nice if it did have windows, but it doesn't. Because it was an old closet. It was an old closet, which had a bunch of really old stuff in it. You hear the hydraulic pump. That... Correct you if you're wrong, but you feel like the old cockpit is usually the same with some minor changes. Sometimes how old it is. Yeah. The 727 and the 737-200 weren't all that different. The 737-200, well, actually, no. The original 737, the 737-100 and the 737-200, they did not have flight engineers. Whereas the 727 has a flight engineer panel. Does that have a sound? It might. Which I thought that was kind of interesting. Here on this aircraft, we've got the flight engineer panel, but over on the 737, they've never had this. All right, is it raining? I feel like it shouldn't be raining, but you've got your windshield wipers on, which leads me to believe it might be raining. All right, you are aligning. Fuel is loaded. That is done. I did not mean to do that. We will get passengers loading in a moment. Let's see. Oh, you know what I want? I want to turn that on as well. No. What do you want?
Yes, go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Boarding is not completed. Does that seem like boarding's completed to you? Anyways, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. Okay, yes, I need to do some navigation stuff real quick. So I am actually going to open up. I'm going to open up my flight plan in a PDF. I need to get like a tablet or something. Or I don't know if I can do this on my phone even. So we need to figure out where we're going real quick. And I'm going to use the map. You can see the map. You're not going to see what I'm doing. Since we're using the INS, I kind of have to do a little bit more like planning and stuff. So we are leaving towards J. Josh. That is going to be our first waypoint. So how do I draw on this? Okay, so KCLE can be 0 because that is our position. J. Josh is going to be number 1. And then after we do J. Josh, we are going to go to Abbott, which is going to be 2. And then after Ammett, we are going to continue all the way down. Tapa Climb is there? Really? Newsom is going to be 3. I almost started writing a 4. Is that the undo button? That is the undo button. All right, let me draw a line, draw a line. I will show you what I did once I finish doing this. Tapa Climb is right there. We are going to fly down to Bucco. Bucco. Okay, Bucco. That's going to be waypoint 4, and then after waypoint 4, we will fly down to Pledge, which is going to be 5. And then after Pledge, we're going to fly all the way down Freedom. 6. We're going to close that. And then after Freedom, we're going to fly down Together, which I'm thinking is what that is. I'm going to put Fairview. Wow, it was almost like I had predicted this. DACA will be 9. So that actually works out perfectly, because we can only put 9 waypoints into the SIVA INS. By the way, I can't see chat at the moment, so if anybody has said anything, I can't see it. You also like the A320. The cockpit is usually the same, you know, depending on the age, yeah. The older A320s had, they had, oh gosh, what is it called? Mateo and his brain is not working. CRTV. Yeah, they have the CRT monitors. Are you able to turn up your mic levels? It's a bit low. La. Is that good, or is that still too loud? Sounds good. Cockpit fan is just a bit loud? Okay. Oh, wow, it is, yeah. All right, let me turn the game down a little bit. I turned it up because it sounded really quiet on my end. La 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 la. La 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 la. That's still loud. We'll turn it down to maybe there. Is that good? Okay, I think that's good right there. If you want me to turn it up or change the audio, do let me know and I will do another sound check. All right, so sounds great. All right, cool. Sweet. I have yeah. I need to get a new sound mixer. I need to get a new sound mixer. I think I need a new microphone. This microphone's like 11 years old. It's also very like sensitive. If I'm not talking directly into it, you can't hear me. Like, for example, I'm going to turn the microphone away from me, and I'm going to talk to the side of it, and you're going to just see how you can barely hear me now. Like, I'm literally talking right next to it, and it's like, yeah. And because my sound mixer was a little dusty for some reason, let me, like, wash my hands. Happy 4th of July, Mikey. All right, so here's what I've done. For those that have never flown the INS, you can only put in 9 waypoints. So what I've done is I've gone in and I've mapped out my route. So we've got waypoint 0. That is the position. We put that into the INS. J-Josh is going to be waypoint 1. We're not going to worry about this one. We're going to fly direct to Amit, and then we're going to fly direct to Newsom. Top of climb, I'm not going to worry about that. Buko is where we will fly next. And then after Buko, we will fly direct Pledge. Not flying to any of those waypoints. We're flying direct to Freedom. So you assume you're going to be on the LDA approach for 19. You guess the plane can't take the RNAV. Here's the approach that I do plan on taking. I will show you that in a second. So after we leave that, we're going to go to Together, Fergie, and then KDCA. I'm going to put this over here for right now. Mateo writing all over PDFs. Yeah, they call me the PDF graffiti artist. So my plan is, once we get to Together, I'm going to have the INS turn me towards Fergie. and then I'm going to probably manually fly this into the airport. So that's kind of my plan. We're just going to manually fly this. All right, let's do this. Yeah, see, for those... okay, hold on. I need to... Yeah, so, okay, so on Streamlabs, it looks like the game audio is basically muted, and I don't know why. And it looks like I'm peaking with my microphone, and that's why the game is so loud. Okay. Anyway, streamer problems. Because the IGS beacon on Navigraph, because there's an IGS beacon. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything advanced here. Oh, look, I can now start putting in waypoints. All right, well, let's get boarding going. All right, let's get boarding going. Oh, my gosh. Oh, crap. Forgot that. My 9 o'clock alarm. Yeah, I will figure out what I'm doing when we get there. First 727 rolled out on November 1962, but first flew in 1963, and then entered service Eastern on 1st of February 1964. Yep. Yeah, we have an Eastern 72. I was considering the Eastern 72, but then I was like, All right, let's get boarding going.
Boarding requested.
That might take 24 minutes. I will just let that do its thing. We can now start putting in waypoints, so that is ready to go. I will have this pulled up, just so that you can all see the waypoints if you would like to follow along. I'm also going to have chat blocked because I've got my graffiti PDF on my second monitor, which is where I read chat. So if you say anything, I will not be able to read it for the next few minutes. It's going to be November 4, North 4, 27, 3. East, no, it's West, 0, 81, 39, 3. Insert. Number 2 is going to be North 4, 41, 18, 8. West. 80, oh, shoot, yeah, I'm doing that right. 81, 27, 6. 41, 18, 8. That looks good. 3 is going to be, are we boarding? Hello. Please tell me that we have, like, boarding music and everything.
Passengers boarding starting.
Okay. I'm gonna have to turn that down. Alright, what was I doing? Yes, alright, so we're on waypoint 3. You also looked at 727-100, and it was commonly refers to the LDI Industries Hydraulic 120V volt valve coil. Oh. 40020, insert east. Nope, it's west. See, you know what the thing about flying in Europe is that if you fly the INS in Europe, it's east. It's east. Everything is east until you get, like, west of the United Kingdom, and then it becomes west. And so, like, if you're flying in... I'm doing... Okay, I almost put in the wrong one. 80, 49, 0. 4. North 39, 6. Apparently we don't have boarding music. I'm kind of sad. I realize. So we are now at Buko. So that's this waypoint here. 0, 79, 49, 5. See, I'm going to keep putting in the 0, even though I don't need to do that. Hello, do we have boarding music?
Hello.
I can turn that off. I don't need that on right now. Hello. Oh, we don't have boarding music in this one. The 727 has some nice, like, piano, or, the 727-200 has some, like, nice piano music that plays in the background. A little unfortunate. All right, 5 is going to be Pledge.
Hello.
And that's going to be after our top of descent. So I should have probably marked that down. Is top of descent not on here? Oh, top of descent is there. That's kind of good to know. All right, Pledge is going to be this one. So that's going to be north 39099. West 078220.
Hello.
6 is going to be north 38. That's going to be the Freedom waypoint, so that's this one here. 3856.6.
Good evening.
West 7731.0. Oh, no. What did I say? 7731.0. Insert.
Welcome on.
Then after Freedom, we are doing the next 3 waypoints. So we're skipping Stand, and then we're doing Together, Fergie, and Ronald 3902.1. So north 3902. Gotta do the 002.1. West 7710.8.
Welcome on board.
Oh, I missed a waypoint. I missed a waypoint. Oh, shoot.
Your boarding pass.
Wait. 5 is 3909.
This way.
6 should have been 3856. Oh, yep. I completely skipped over Freedom. I thought I typed in Freedom. Did I not do that? Did I type it in for the same one? 3856.6 and then 7730. Am I crazy? Oh, maybe I did north 3902. I don't know what I did. Okay, I did something.
Good evening.
That's something that you want. Your pilots to not know what he's doing. 7 is going to be, yeah, and then that's going to be Together, Fergie, and DECA. So 39021, West 77144,
Welcome on board.
8, 38, 59.2, West 77108. Okay, I think I put... Yeah, I don't know what I did. All right, and then the last waypoint that we can put in here is going to be the airport. So 38, 51, 1, West 77023. Cool.
Hello.
Google be like? Yeah.
May I
All
have
right,
your boarding
so
pass?
we've got all of our glorious waypoints in here. It's always a good idea to double check what you're doing. So 9, 38, 51, 1, 77, 023,
Hello.
38, 59, 2, 38, 59, 2, 77, 10, 8, 39, 021, 77, 14, 4, that's good. 38, 56, 38, 56, 6, that's right, 77, 31. 39,099, yep, 78,22, 0, that's good. I should also double check to make sure that these are all north and west. 39, 17, 6, 79, 49, 5. 420, 80. Well, see, this is why you always double check what you're doing. Because that should say 8049, and that says 4849. All right, let's type this one again. 40020 west. I bet that I clicked that twice. 8049 0. Yep, there we go. See, this is why it's a good idea to always check what you did. 41 18 8, 41 18 8, 81 27 6. That's correct. And then number 1 is going to be 41 27 3, 81 39 3. That's good. And we'll also double check the position, which is 41 24 6 and 81 51 3. So that looks good. I will set that down to distance and time. are you able to check and see what waypoints you added, or no, since you have missed one? I can see what waypoints I added by using the little scroll wheel here. So if I go to waypoints and then I do the scroll, I can go through all 9 waypoints. And then why I numbered this is so that I can see what waypoint is what number. So for example, waypoint 1 is 41279. If I suddenly messed it up, I could just go here, find 1, and then say, oh, 41273. Let me see. Oh, yes, 1 says 41273, and it just makes it easier to kind of just keep everything organized. Whereas if we were using the computer, we could just punch in, you know, names and stuff, and then we wouldn't have to worry about that. All right, looks like everybody is now boarded, and that is, in fact, the case. Everybody is now boarded. Somebody's playing loud music outside. That is great. How long do we have until this is doing its thing? All right, well, let's get catering going. I'm hoping it understands. You know what, we'll do air culinary.
Vehicles are on their way.
Okay, is this gonna know where to go? I'm hoping it knows where to go. Because we don't have a door right here. So, man, look at how tiny this aircraft is. It's so tiny. All right, if I was a catering vehicle, where would I be? I would be right there. All right, well, Mr. Slowpoke here tries to get to the aircraft. I'm gonna go turn on my light because I should turn it on. Ah, look, he does know where he's supposed to go. Mr. Man does know where he's supposed to go. Things we got to get done before we can take off yet. I need to get IFR clearance from Beyond HHC. Excuse me. All right, I need to get myself a pencil, and I need to figure out some information. So, runway 24 right is the departure, which is actually kind of interesting. That means that we're going to be departing in the wrong direction. Let's see, the altimeter setting is 29994. So we can do that. Man, it is like 1,000,005 degrees. Wants us to advise aircraft type. We have information, Charlie. All right. So I wish I had a light. I have a light. I don't know where I put it. Because why would Mateo ever be this organized? So, let's see. What are we doing with our lives? So that means that after we depart from runway 24, we're going to have to make like a very steep right turn to go the right direction. So what are we doing? We are departing, let's see, what do I need to do? Craft. Clear to Reagan. Kids 1. Let's see, what is it? Altitude, frequency, departure frequency, and then transponder code. Departure frequency is going to be 135.875 135.875. All right. It's been a minute since I've done this, so let's see if I can remember what I'm doing. Oh, I haven't even gone into clearance yet. Hold on, let me get that on. 121.050. What? It does exist. Oh, no, it doesn't. I forgot. I don't need to... Okay, whatever. Cleveland clearance, American 250 with information. Charlie is Boeing 727-100 requesting IFR to Reagan.
American 250, Cleveland clearance. Cleared to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Kids 1 departure, Newsom transition then as filed. Climb via SID except maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 135.875. Squawk 2526.
Alright, I missed the frequency. Cleared to Reagan National Airport via the Kids 1 departure with the Newsom transition as filed. We'll climb via the SID and expect to maintain 6,000. Departure frequency is 135.875. Squawk 2526, American 250.
American 250, reback correct.
Woo!
Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
121.7 when ready for push and start, American 250. Alright, 2526. 25. Oh, and I just remembered, I need to... Let's get that set to there. I need to get... Alright, we can set that to nav, and then if I set that to distance and time, that will be good there. I am not going to set in... Okay, so I'm going to have to see the track once we get on the runway. Okay. So that is fine. We're going to be climbing up to 6,000, so I will put that into here. 6,000. We have no auto throttle for this one, so we're going to have to do all the auto throttle business ourselves. What is it that I need? I need to get ready for pushback. Oh, no, wait. I need to get... Let's get that on real quick. Navigation lights, beacon lights can go on. I need to get that on. I also need to get the APU on. So hopefully the APU can start doing APU things. And then also, we are flying up to 35,000, aren't we? 35,000. 350. And that's going to be 5.6. So let's get that sent to 6. That can be just set to there. Set that to there. Once we take off, we're going to set that to flight mode, and then we also need to make sure to set that to ground off. Okay. Ugh. What the heck? Okay. All right, is APU doing APU things? Yes, APU is doing APU things. Okay. I think we're almost ready to go. Let's get pushback going. We will close that. Get APU on. I can turn on... Oh, wait, I can't turn on the packs yet because we need it for engine start.
We're ready for pushback.
Cleveland ground, American 250 requesting push and start. That's going to be there. I can set that to bus tie for
American
the moment.
250, Cleveland ground. Pushback approved. Face northwest.
Pushback approved, facing northwest, American 250. What do I got here? APU forward entry is open
Departure check completed.
for some reason.
Bypass pin inserted.
There we go. Forward entry can close. I don't need ground power anymore. I think the ground crews will automatically remove the chocks and everything, right? Ground power, can you go adios? I think you can go adios. Oh, and you know what I was going to do? I forgot. I was going to get... Volanta going, add flight plan.
Locking gear.
There we go. And I was also going to get landing rate manager. Okay. I think we're good. Are we good? Stall test, check. Overspeed warnings, check. All right, quick edit. We are going to, oh, you guys can't see this. We are going to go, what did he say, northwest? Northeast? Oh, wait. Do I want to go all the way there or here? I think I want to go here. So let's have it go there. Okay, I guess we'll go there. All right, save that.
Release parking brakes.
All right, we can release, is the parking brake?
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, we can start the engines. Okay, let's start with engine number 2. We'll do engine 2, 3, and then 1. So we got to wait for that to go up to 20%, and then we can give the plane fuel. I was going to say train. No, we give the plane fuel. Shoot. Runway 24 left. 2994 looks correct. That is at 20%. We can give the engine fuel. Flaps 15 takeoff. Temp is going to be 26 Celsius. I will send that over. And now all of that good stuff is set. Why is... Okay, it's fine. Oh, and you know what I forgot to
Set
do?
parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
I forgot. I need to turn on the fuel pumps. All right. Engine 3, go. Yes, we have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Engine 3 can get fuel, and that will start to go. So the taxi's not too hard. We're just going to go this way, taxi to the end, and then to the runway we will be.
Unlocking gear.
Let's wait for that to get off. That will automatically trip. All right, engine 1 is a go.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Engine 1, fuel is a go. All right, thank you. Adios. All right, and engine 1 is started. That hasn't tripped yet. Should trip in a second. Yep, there we go. Trip. That can close. All that stuff is on. And now I can go in here and we can do the synchro-scope business. Generator 1. Generator 2. Generator 3. Close that. That can go to generator 2. I will set that to bus tie. Packs can go on for right now. We can give the passengers some air conditioning. This can go off. That can stay on. That can go on. This can go on. Rest of the fuel pumps can go on. The APU can go off, and I should have turned on the seatbelt signs. You can see who doesn't normally fly passenger aircraft, because I didn't even think about the seatbelt signs. Terrible of me. There's something else I needed to see, and I can't remember what. I was like, oh, I should double check. And if you thought Mateo knew what he was looking for, you would be mistaken. Okay. Hey, look, they're going to do their safety briefing. Hold on. All right, let's go. Cleveland Ground American 250 requesting taxi, runway 24 left.
American 250, runway 24 left taxi via Juliet, Lima.
Runway 24 left via Juliet Lima, American 250.
Negative, taxi via Juliet, Lima.
Taxi via Juliet Lima, American 250. That's what I said.
Taxi via Juliet, Lima.
Okay, you're not going to understand me. Hey, Mr. Co-Pilot, sir, maybe he can understand your microphone.
Runway 2 for left taxi by Juliet, Lima, American 250.
It is boiling up here.
Brickyard 4789. Taxi to gate Charlie 5 via Golf 2, Golf, November, Lima, Kilo, Juliet 2.
All right, I have to imagine. Sock, if you can hear this, before you take off, I'd like to take a screenshot of both of our aircrafts. I don't even know where I'm going. Cleveland, why are you confusing? Oh, we got Air Canada over there. Why did Air Canada only have one air? I thought they only had one flight that comes here.
American 250, contact Cleveland Tower 124.5.
Over to Cleveland Tower on 124.5, American 250. Well, of course. How about this? Oh, gosh. Are you going runway 28? Are you going down to runway 28? I'm taking off from 24 left. Here, how about this? Just keep taxiing. I am going to... I'm going to try and take a screenshot. Don't worry about it. Oh, you're going 24 left? Okay. You know what? How about this? I'll line up first, and then I'll take the screenshot. That wasn't... No, you're fine. Cleveland Tower, American... Actually, disregard. He just pulled a U-turn. Beyond ATC, please tell me that the AI is able to understand what I just said and that it's not going to be stuck in processing response. Please. Okay, there we go. That fixed it. All right, I'm going to stop right here. Take a couple screenshots. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I hate the lighting. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off. There we go, that looks a lot nicer. See if we can get maybe something a little closer at him. Okay, there we go. I wish that there was a hotkey that I could... Is there a hotkey for this? No, why? There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, I am satisfied with my screenshots. Let me go turn this back on. Air traffic nameplates. There we go. Okay. Cleveland Tower, American 250, requesting takeoff, runway 24 left.
American 250, Cleveland Tower, wind calm, RWY to Cape, runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff.
24 left, RNAV to Caden, runway 24 left, go for takeoff, American 250. Yeah, there's something... Why is there a sign in the middle of the taxiway? My scenery, I think. So, I got a mod that makes the taxiway signs bigger and easier to read. And I think that that might be causing issues with some of my sceneries. Because, like, this scenery is freeware, and I think it might just be causing, like, a minor issue. Alright, we're going to line up on the runway, and then I got some things I need to do before we can, like, take off. We're not going to fully listen to ATC for this one, because I know that the ATC is going to want me to do something completely different. And why would we ever do such things? Alright. Distance and track. So 76 degrees. So after we turn around, we need to turn 76 degrees. So that would be about right there. Are there fireworks in your area, by the way? Yes, I can hear them outside. Alright, and that's going to be about right there. Okay. So that will be about right there. Okay, packs need to go off because this aircraft doesn't have that fancy functionality. Wait, hold on 1 minute. Do I have... Yes, okay. I want the flight engineer to automatically do the cooling doors and stuff. That can go to flight. That can go off, and let's go. All right, let's move. By the way, did my stream crash?
80 knots.
It says I've only been live for 20
V1,
minutes.
rotate.
Oh, we probably had a tail strike right then.
Positive rate.
Gear up. You're surprised you're not flying to Philadelphia International because the Declaration of Independence was signed at the Pennsylvania State House? Why they know it's independence all Philly. Oh, nice. Alright, we are up. Over to Cleveland departure, American 250. Alright, we're going to turn to the right. Co-pilot, can you do me a favor and do radio communications? Thank you. Alright. Let's do climb thrust. Oh, that might... Let's do flaps 5. Did I turn the packs on, by the way? Packs are back on. Okay, so that should start doing, you know, the whole, like, pressurization business. Flap 0. There's the airport there. All right, and 87. All right. I've trimmed down a little bit. All right. Let's get the autopilot on. I'm going to set that to AuxNav, so it will now follow the INS. I am also going to set that to IAS hold, so that is going to hold 250 knots at least until we get above 10,000. We are at 5 thrust, so that is good. And we've got about 1 minute. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, we got about a minute until we get to the first waypoint. So, and we are above 10,000, so the landing lights can go off. Wing and logo lights can also go off. Oh! Air Canada departed behind us. That's all good. Have a good one, Mikey. Love the old steam gauges. Oh yeah, they're a lot of fun to fly. Welcome in, Greg. All right, and I can now, if I do this, let's see if we can kind of get a little more speed here, and then we'll. Kind of do. I need to get that back to there. There we go. All right. Let's try and get up to maybe 300 knots, and then I will set that back to IAS hold. All right, we're turning towards the second waypoint. And that is going to be Abbott. So there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. And ATC, you're off course. I am not off course. Okay, there we go. IS hold, climb away. Okay. And off we go. ATC is yelling at me because apparently I'm off course, but that is fine. We are actually on course. ATC is just mad I'm not following every waypoint. All right, we're now up at 18,000. That looks good. Yeah, this airplane's kind of weird. 727's kind of weird in that not all three engines are the same. So kind of in order to like even that out, sometimes you gotta move like engine 2, you sometimes have to move that back. 727 Super is pretty bad with that. So, all right, 300 knots. We're at 20,000, and we're now turning towards. What is the next waypoint? That is going to be Newsom. Turn towards Newsom. We'll be there in about 12 minutes. Man, I miss flying the old, like, you know, SIVA INS non-auto throttle aircrafts. It's more work, and it's fun. You can't just set things and forget them. You have to actually, like, monitor your airplane. So, all right, 22,000. We've got about what is that? 12,500 to go. And then the key to maintaining speed in this aircraft is to keep this at around, I thought that like just under 90 seems to be good. Actually, I bet that I could probably, I don't think I need to have that far back. Okay. Let's have it set to there. And we're climbing at around 2,500 a minute, so it's not bad. Oh, look at that. We've got somebody else in a 727 over there. This is the first time I found someone else in a 727. That's amazing. That's kind of fun. Okay. I wonder if they're over on Volanta. Can I see them? No, I cannot see them. I don't think they're on Volanta, unfortunately. Oh, but I can't be seen. Okay, so we got about 18,000. We got fuel. We're fine. Just kind of a bit nervous on that. All right, no, I don't think I need all of these on, don't I? I forgot what hydraulic pump I turn off for what direction. It's weird, and I don't understand why they have that. Like, I was supposed to turn off one of those, and I genuinely can't remember which one it is. That's an AI right there. All right, 30,000. Here we are. 290902 will set standard pressurization. How are we doing on some pressurization, by the way? Those are on. Okay. Yeah, see, that's always kind of weird. All right, 31,000. We're almost there. Yeah, what did it say that the top of climb was? Top of climb was relatively late, wasn't it? It was after. It was right after Newsom. So we're actually kind of on course right here. So I was surprised it was so late. Yeah, because then we've literally got like 2 waypoints. That's not true. We got 3 waypoints. We got Buko, Darren, and then Honor. Look, we're already getting an arrival instruction. We'll expect the Freedom 6 with the Buko transition runway 19er, American 250. See, look at that. We're already getting arrival instructions. And I haven't even, like, this is like an hour flight. Why? What? What does Volanta say? Oh, Volanta says I only have like 20 minutes. Really? Really? Because according to Simbrief, I've got it's an hour, and then like okay, whatever. Hello, I would like to see your airplane. I want to see another 7-2. Why are you like so low? Are you landing? He's probably landing. Okay, that's not true. I did see another 7-2. It was with the AIG traffic. I went down to Bogota, and there was an Aero Sucre 727 over there. Which is kind of nice when ag traffic has like outdated like packs and everything.
1,000 to go.
Because sometimes you see airplanes that no longer fly. Like the Aero Sucre 727. It's kind of fun. Alright, almost up to 35,000. Alright, we're up to 35,000 feet. We're going to maintain the speed that we have right now once that finishes climbing. Alright, so I want that to go down to just about 90. Actually, we could roleplay that we are the flight engineer, because I think the flight engineer in real life would have done this. Would have been doing all like the kind of calculations and everything. So I want that at around 90. There we go. See, that looks good right there. Is that? That's kind of not. Let's take engine 1 down a little bit. Back just a hair. Engine number 2 needs to go back a hair. Okay, there we go. Engine 2 needs to go back a hair, and then we're good. Okay. Look at this night. Beautiful. Alright, so we should be maintaining speed with that configuration right there. Actually, engine number 2 could go down a little bit more. Engine number 1 needs to go back a hair. Actually, engine number 1, I moved that down a little too far. Engine number 1 was fine. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, no, we should be good right there. Okay, I'm looking at this one. This is what I care about, really. So 90 should be good. I don't know why that's so high. Oh, back. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. And it doesn't appear that we are descending yet, so that's a good sign. That is a great sign. And look at that, we are maintaining speed. Look at this, beautiful. You know, I've never liked the, what do they call it, the floodlights? We've got floodlights up here, like, for example, no, wait, that's not the right one. Yeah, see? And I've seen someone who was running the floodlights like this, and it's just like, no, I like it off. Why are you doing this? Trying to even that out, flight engineer? Oh, you know what I haven't done? Seatbelt signs can go off. Why are you keeping the lights bright? Hello? Why are the lights like this? We don't need the lights to be like this.
We'll soon be launching our in-flight flight service, offering hot and cold drinks, as well as a meal or snack. Please read the onboard menu. If you have a food allergy to any of the ingredients, please inform the cabin crew. At the same time, we inform you that the preferred payment method is card payment. Thank you.
There we go. That's better. Let's not have it like, you know, super bright for the passengers in the middle of the night, shall we?
Frontier Flight 3261. Contact Washington Center 128.6. Center 128.6, Frontier Flight 3261. Have a good one.
That's a very bright light there. Why isn't it showing it on this side? Why can't I sit right up against the window here? Like, why? Is it because the engine's there? Game be like, you might get sucked into the engine, kid. Alright, so apparently they're doing their in-flight movie and everything like that. Yeah, how do we do that on this aircraft? Is there like a screen behind this, maybe? You know, it's like the old, what is it? Oh, gosh. VCR, isn't it? On they used to have like these car VCR things, and like on long road trips, kids could watch movies and stuff. Oh my gosh, that is quite a turn, isn't it? Oh, I missed the 727 passenger. All right, where are we going? Waypoint number 5, which is going to be Pledge. And halfway through that, we're going to be reaching our top of descent. So, we got too long yet to go.
American 250. Contact Washington Center 128.6.
We got a super Constellation over there. All right, might get a little bit loud. Excuse me. Why do I feel like the aircraft's turning? Stop turning with me. Stop turning with me. All right, there we go. There you go. I'll get both of those pictures loaded up to Volanta. That looks nice. Okay. So we're not too far from our top of descent now. I would assume we're probably 2 minutes away. Yeah, it's really not that far. At least according to this, it's not that far. It's about 5 minutes. 5 minutes from waypoint 4 to 5. Made by that number right there, so. Actually, you know, the only thing that I find helpful in terms of floodlights is probably this one. Actually, that can be kind of helpful because, you know what, I might keep that on. Having kind of like the little, you know, the kind of soft light there is kind of helpful to see everything you're doing. If this one here could also light up my throttle handles, that would be kind of helpful too. Alright, I will keep it like that. At least until we get a little bit closer. I might report that we're nearing our top of the sun. Whoa, what was that? I probably just saw lightning over there. I am going to step away for one moment. Might be leaving your top of descent a little late. You're coming down and you're about 40 miles behind me. Yeah, I think I might have missed it. Washington Center, American 250, we're reaching our top of descent. I hope you can hear this. We'll descend via Freedom 6 arrival, runway 19er, altimeter 29999er, American 250. Alright, shoot.
American 250, contact Washington Center 120.65. Have a good evening.
9100, okay. Washington Center 120.65. Have a good evening, American 250. What I'm not doing.
Reduce speed 260 knots. American 250.
All right, how far do I have to get to waypoint? So at waypoint number 6, I'm supposed to be at 9,100. How far do I have to get there? So that is, let me do some calculaciones. This is where, oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right, nosedive it. Yeah, we're supposed to be going at like 5,000 feet a minute.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Mateo from the flight deck. We have just passed our top of descent. We're going to be in Reagan in about, I would say about 15 minutes or so. May have to nosedive this, but don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about a thing. I will talk to everybody as we get closer to landing. It's going to be a pretty nice approach tonight. I expect to kind of step back in time, kind of going into Kai-Tak almost, if any of you are from the 90s. Yeah, I will speak to everyone in a moment.
Okay, so. What did he say? 29er, 9er, 9er? Let's get that set to 29er, 9er, 9er. All right, we can move the throttles most of the way down. All right, there we go. The airplane is so quiet when you're descending. So quiet. This guy in a Phoenix A319 over there. Somebody in a Super Constellation. Who's this burger guy? Oh, he's like flying. I mean, obviously he's flying, but oh, he's in a 737-8. He's hauling it. He's in a business jet as well. All right, let's try and maintain some speed here. I'm gonna get the speed brakes out. We don't need to be a hero. We don't need to be a hero. It's okay. Let's turn that off. There we go. Kind of makes it a little bit easier to see.
Washington Center, American 250, leaving flight level 222, descending by Freedom 6 arrival, runway 19er. American 250, Washington Center. American 250, contact Potomac approach 124.55. Take care. Contact Potomac approach, American 250.
I need to double check.
Approach, American 250. Leaving flight level 196, descending to 8,000 feet with information escape.
Let me see. KDCA. What is the arrival that I'm going in here? River visual. Here we go. What is the altitude that I should be at? 1,800 recommended. So 33,000 recommended here. And then we're literally going to just follow the river in. Yeah, we're literally just going to follow the river in. And that right there, I don't know where that is. Where am I in relation? It would be nice if I could actually see the river. Why do I feel like it's... Why do I feel like this... Oh, I think this right here is this right here. It's Fairkey. David W. No, okay. American Legion. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can get... KDCA. Freedom. Yeah, see right there. Oh my gosh.
1,000 to go.
Woo! How did you just say 50 knots? All right, let's get our landing calculations in. I don't know why it's not finding that. Oh gosh, I thought I just had a... Oh, that would have annoyed me. That would have just annoyed me a little bit if I had a little bit of a WASM. Okay, I need to get that on. Landing,
1,000 to go.
seatbelt signs are on. Let's get all that business on. Is that the river just there? Oh no, this is the river here. Oh crap. And the airport is all the way over there. That's actually not too bad. Hello?
Got it.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yep, so here's the river here, and we're literally just going to follow that in all the way down there, and then we're going to turn 419.
1,000 to go.
Increasing speed 250. Are you going to turn? Should begin our turn in a second. Lap 15. Why are you giving me all these speed warnings? Alright, I'm going to descend down to 3,000. Actually, it does recommend 1,800, so maybe I'll punch that into the box. Okay, we're approaching. This is the place here. I don't really need this anymore.
1,000 to go.
Oh crap! I wanted to get. My flight recorder. I wanted to get my flight recorder going. No. Almost completely forgot to do that. Record. There we go. All right, I'm going to contact tower. All right, we're going to take control. It's ours. You're probably landing about 5 minutes after me? Okay. I feel like I should be lower. Minus 1,500, and that is going to be at this turn right here, I think. Oh, crap. Just lost my aircraft right then. I'm putting the gear down. It might be a little bit early, but okay, then I think I can turn here. Flaps 30, I think, is what I just set that to. Might be flaps 30. Flaps 40. I don't know where the runway is. Is that the runway there? Oh, I might have a missed approach on this one. I'm gonna stall it. I can't see the runway. Oh my god. I'm too high. I'm gonna hit the bridge. Oh gosh. That was ugly. I mean, this is ugly. Might have to just... Why isn't the runway better lit up? Get down! Oh my gosh. That was terrible, man. See, the problem is I couldn't see this runway. There's no lights. This scenery. This is the scenery. There's no like lights for this runway. So I genuinely had no idea where I was going. I was supposed to turn a lot sooner.
Welcome to our destination airport. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated and fasten your seatbelts until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. The use of electronic devices.
I'm on the wrong taxiway, but that's fine. Did I not install the scenery for this airport? I must not have installed the scenery. Or it must not have worked for some reason.
American 250.
25 nautical miles to go. All right. I see you coming in. All right, how about this? We'll watch your landing.
All aircraft be advised information X-ray now current. Altimeter 299er5.
I don't think this AI did the proper approach. I didn't see. Did he come around? Yeah, so you see, I think what I was supposed to do is I ended up coming over the bridge, and I think that I was supposed to be more over here. And so I think that as I was coming here, I was supposed to turn. I just see, oh, like the runway has no approach lights. And so I couldn't see it. As I was coming in, I was like, where is it? So I think that if I do this flight again, I'm going to have to like, don't stick to the river. Follow the river. And then kind of just come off to the side here. Be a lot lower. Yeah, that could have been better. Let me see, what was my landing rate? Because we came in real high. And I just could not get this thing down. My landing rate was 125. That's not bad. I will take it. Funnily enough, when you described exactly what the approach chart says to do, well, yeah, because it makes sense. I've seen like videos of this approach, but it's like until you really do the approach for the first time, at least for me, I can watch videos, I can read things, I can do whatever, but until I do it the first time, it's almost gonna be as if I had never like seen it before. Like I have to do it to know it. So next time when I do it, I will say, okay, I need to be real low. Like, you know, yay low here, you know? And then come in, be low, turn, and shoot down. We'll have to look at the chart again. We got this dude in a 172 over here having a great time. Oh my god, is he coming in? Hello, Mr. 172. Having a great time flying around? I see your aircraft over there. You've got your landing lights on. Here, let's have a look real quick. Oh my gosh. Relax, airplane. Yeah, you see... Oh, it kind of has you go right there, doesn't it? Oh, did I land? I landed on the right runway, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I landed on the correct runway. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird. This is kind of hard to see. I had thought about going around and try it again. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go around and just try it again for the funds. Oh, I forgot. I should turn off my recording software, save that into... (727) to KDCA. We will watch the replay once we park at the terminal. All right, you're coming in. I don't know where I should have my my camera. Have it like right here. Yeah, coming in real low. There you go. Yep, coming to the left of the bridge. Oh. What are these, like, spotlights? Nice. Okay, that was cool. Some of these lights were a little messed up. The nose wheel lights were like pointing straight up. That's funny. All right, let's go down to the terminal. Let's go down to the terminal, and then we will watch the replay. Where am I gonna go? We got Southwest over there. I was gonna say we could go back to the. We could go next to this Satskasivan guy. I'm not even gonna bother using Beyond ATC for this one. Let's select from map. Why do those look like that? Okay. You know what? It's fine. I will just. We won't bother with I was gonna say Batson. We're not gonna bother with GSX either. Guy in a frontier right there. Yeah, see this scenery? Scenery's all sorts of messed up. I guess when I downloaded the scenery, it didn't like do its thing. It was some freeware scenery off of what was it, FSTO or whatever. All right, I guess we'll just go this way. We'll find ourselves a parking spot, and I'll show the scenery because it looked kind of nice. I think, at least what I was remembering. I might be misremembering. Unless, yeah, no, that's a little too. Oh, I can go right there. Wait. I turn around. There's a free spot right here. Shoot, should I? Nah, I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go this way. You buttered it, but it was stressful, yeah. I also landed rather nicely, but I need to get scenery for this airport. This is one of those kind of airports where I think good scenery could actually be worth it. because I think it's actually got a fun approach. Hello, Satskasivan. How's it going? Alright, I'm just going to park right here and chill. I forgot to turn off all of my landing lights and everything. That is completely my bad. Which, actually, we should keep these on, because I am going to do the replay. What was it that I was going to do? There was something I was going to do, and then my brain's, like, not functioning. I was going to... Oh, yeah. I was going to show the scenery.
Alaska 2, taxi to gate Bravo 16 via Echo.
Here, I don't need Beyond ATC anymore.
At Echo.
So take a look at this scenery. This was the scenery that I downloaded. Right here. See the buildings are different, obviously. Looks really nice at night. Taxiways look better. The buildings look different. They all look better. See, look. Even that right there is like a little strip, right? We're parked right there at the Southwest terminal. Yeah, see, there's like it's like a bunch of boxes right there, isn't it? We have a train. Yeah, it's nice scenery and it's free. Oh, wait, maybe. No, this is not the one I got. Never mind. It's like this one, though. Which one did I get then? It's not. It's this one, I think. No, it's not this one either. I'm not going to be able to find it now. This one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I'm not going to be able to find it now. Because... not that one. Not that one. Okay, I'm not going to be able to find it because this one was for 2024, and it looked really nice. Okay, I don't know. I guess I don't have it. I'll have to find the website. All right, let's take a look at the flight. We're going to replay. Why is it raining now? All right, you know what? Let's do an outside shot of this, shall we? Why do I feel like I'm not moving that fast? Where am I? I don't even know where I am. I'm right there. Okay. I could probably move this a little bit closer. Oh, gosh. What is this lag? Oh my gosh. Excuse me, game. I wonder if I could try this again. I could probably try this again in the replay system. Alright, I might try this again. We'll try it one more time. See if I can do it. Let me move a little bit closer. Oh my gosh, there's a man in a fighter jet over there. Yeah, see, look at this. I was so far to the left. And then I was like, oh crap. I was supposed to be over here and much lower. Because then by the time I was here, I was like, oh, I don't want to hit the bridge, obviously. Yeah, look at how high I was. And then now, like, that doesn't look too bad, but I was really high. Turn beyond ATC off. We'll turn beyond ATC off. We don't really need it. Look at how far I went. My gosh. Yeah, I touched down so late. Why have you... According to FS Hub, I have departed from the CIA headquarters. That Mateo guy just departed from CIA headquarters. All right, there we go. 727s are now departing from the CIA, CIA headquarters. Second leg tonight, I'm probably not going to be able to. I have to work tomorrow, so. Although that would be fun. I don't know. Maybe I will be convinced within like the next couple minutes. All right, let me try this approach one more time. How far do you reckon we should be? Like here, maybe? Crap. Gears down. I need to get real low. I'm going to start recording a new one here. I'll try and trim down a little bit. So I need to be like real low. There we go. I can't see the runway. That's the runway there. Oh my gosh. See, look, there's literally no approach lights. Ugh!
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh my god. No. Oh my gosh, that was not great either. That wasn't that great either, I'm not gonna lie. All right, does this say what that landing rate was? It's not gonna say what this landing rate was. All right, let's take a look at this. That should say DACA 1. Okay, we'll save that. Let's replay it. Why are you beeping? Yeah, relax. There we go. All right, let's make this a little bit closer. Okay, that time I was real low. That time I was real low, following this in. I almost stalled it. Yeah, look, I was too far to the left. Yeah, this airport needs approach lights. Like, that's literally what this thing needs, because approach lights would fix all my problems. There's nasty weather in Tulsa. There's gonna be nasty weather later this week, so I actually might have some time to stream. Yeah, look at this. This scenery's just weird. Are there two airports mixed into one here? Is this the scenery I downloaded overlapping the default scenery? I don't know. But either way, oh. My game is frozen. Oh no. 980 nautical miles from Washington? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if I will have time to stay up until midnight. Oh gosh. About 2-hour flight. Yeah, I'm not gonna really have time for it, unfortunately. We could do it later though. Yeah, so this right here is perfectly lined up with the runway. I could not see it as I was making that turn. I have appeared to... I've lost my camera controls, unfortunately. Yeah, see, I turned a little too late. Realized at the last minute. Oh my gosh, my computer. This is just not... Oh my gosh. Relax, computer. Oh, you know what? We should totally do an inside. We're totally doing inside. I'm gonna turn off the lights for this one. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Wait, hold on. I need to take a screenshot. Mateo and his screenshots. What the heck is going on there? 747 just died. Okay. I hate this lighting. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Don't mind the aircraft just floating in midair. There we go. See, that looks nice. Why did you turn on? Hello? All right. Enough screenshot shenanigans. All right. Let's go into the cabin and watch this landing. Gosh, this is really eerie. Being like just stopped in midair, you know. All right, I'm thinking right here might be kind of nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's kind of fun. Look at that. So there's the bridge. Oh my gosh, that got real close. I'm gonna have to practice this. Yep, there we make the turn. And then I think right there is when I realized I was a little bit too far to the right. Or left. Sorry, other it's my other right. Pink! Wow, and I really nosedived it, didn't I? Oh my god. We haven't touched down. There we go, we touched down. We kind of did like a sideways touchdown, didn't we? Okay, hold that thought. I'd like to do it from the other way now. That looks kind of nice. That looks real nice. Because I feel like this one was a little scarier to the passengers. Whole bunch of boats down there. I did not realize that the Pentagon was so close to the airport. Surprised it didn't say we took off from the Pentagon when I did the replay. Oh my gosh. A little kai-tacky, isn't it? Whoa. Yeah, look at this. We did... I don't know why. We had like a little bit of a crosswind, didn't we? Yeah, see, because I almost touched down, and then right as I'm about to go... I'm upside down. I'm not upside down. Woo! I don't even know where I'm looking at. Here, you know what? This might be a little bit loud. There's when I almost touched down. Yep. That was, yeah, we kind of landed off to the side, didn't we? Surprised I kept it real good without, like, you know, completely spinning out. Excuse me. All right, well, that was a fun flight. I'm going to have to find good scenery. Like I say, if there could have been approach lights, this would have helped a lot. But there were none. That was kind of fun flying the old school 727 with the INS. That was also my first 727-100 that's not true. This was my second 727-100 passenger flight. Yeah, it's fun to not have auto throttle and stuff. It requires more focus. You've got a lot more paying attention to do. You know, this is where playing Flight Sim becomes fun. Because, you know, you can't just set your autopilot and then kind of forget. It's nice on long hauls and stuff, but obviously, you know, if you're doing, like, short hops, it's a lot of fun. All right. Did I save that already? I did save that. Okay, so I can close the flight recorder. Our landing rate was 125. That was fun. Let me real quick see something. In courtesy of V1, also could be interesting weather up in Rhode Island. That's a bit shorter flight. There's going to be some hairy weather later this week. If I can get some time, maybe I'll stream on, like, Wednesday or something. Alright, V1 simulations. I want to see his scenery. Just real quick. V1 simulations. I did post his stream over on Discord yesterday. Because didn't he come in late at night? No, he didn't. He came in, like, the evening. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that bridge not exist like that in real life? Look at this scenery. So this is his scenery. Is that bridge? Okay, I know that bridge doesn't exist like that. I've been on this bridge in real life. It just dawned on me. Okay. Yeah, because in real life, this is a train bridge. The metro train runs on this. Yeah, Friday's off for the summer, but that's about all you can join for. Yeah. My streams are probably going to have to turn into Friday streams because I'm going to be gone on the weekends. Yeah, so in real life, this is a train bridge. I've been on both of these bridges before. Yeah, see, I need, okay, I don't normally do this. But I might have to, like, shell some money for scenery for this airport. Because if that bridge wasn't there, I think things would have been a little better. And you see, it looks like we have approach lights right here. There's one right there. There's one there. We also have the Pappy lights. And also, that scenery just looks amazing. Look at that. Whereas, oh my gosh, there is a 747 reverse thrust. With no nose gear. What are those engine sounds? Oh yeah, the DC-6 is another one I'll have to try. So this is the train station. Really? Oh yeah, it's 2 tracks. This is the train station. I've been at it many times. That was like probably 12 years ago when I went to Washington and took the train. Can I not fly around? Okay, I can fly around. Yeah, because then the train goes here and it loops to here. I thought maybe that's not the train bridge. Oh. Oh, no, this is the Metro bridge. Yeah, right, because I've been on the... Yeah, this bridge shouldn't be here. What? Okay. So the scenery is, like, half right, but for whatever reason, these 2 big bridges have spawned in. Like, it should only be this bridge here, this bridge, and then this bridge. Like, that looks perfect. If it was only that, but why do we have, like, these two massive bridges here? Okay. Actually, kind of... Yeah, because, see, then it's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll have to get the DC-6 at some point. That'll be kind of fun. It's definitely on my list. There's so many aircrafts that have come out in the last weeks. We got the DC-6, Fokker 100, the Falcon 50. Falcon 50 is going to be my next one that we try. I actually thought about, like, streaming it day of release, because I was like, Mateo wants. But then I didn't, because I don't remember why I didn't. There was a reason. Where did my airplane go? Oh, I am moving. I am moving. Apparently, my airplane is rolling towards a building. That's kind of bad. PMDG 747 is coming this year, too. Yeah, is it the 747-400, or are they releasing their 747-200? Because I know that they are making one. I know that they're making a 200, which will be a lot of fun. Oh, wait, I wanted to get that screen. Yeah, 747-400 will be fun, because I tried flying the default 747, and it's not bad. It's not a terrible aircraft. But there's some things with it that are just kind of weird. And I think PMDG might be able to fix that a little bit. All right, I want to just see something real quick before we, like, depart for the evening. At least that's all the screenshots you've seen. Oh, you think oh, yeah, okay, nice. Yeah, I'm excited for the 747-100 and 200. I'm excited for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, here we go. See, this is what the scenery should have looked like. No, like, huge bridges. I don't, like, these bridges are modeled in. I don't know why it brought those two other bridges. Because then so I think what I would have done is I would have followed the river probably up to this point, and then I would have followed this, kind of like a road, and then I would have just gone right in. And look, there are approach lights. There's one here, there's one there, here, and then there's one there, and I think there's also, yeah, there's a couple here as well. So that would have been helpful. Because, see, the train ends up coming in here. And the train station's here. I think. I'm pretty sure I've been to this train station before in real life. Alright, anyways, I gotta take off. It's 11 o'clock. I've got work tomorrow. Let's not turn on Kara browsing. Hopefully everybody has a good evening. I will be back maybe not tomorrow evening. I don't know. I'll probably be back on, well, I don't know, probably Tuesday with, gosh, what are we playing? What is it called? Halo 2? And then, Thursday will be assuming that everybody's here, we'll be continuing, oh gosh, what is the game called? Necess on Thursday, yeah. Did I say Tuesday? I meant Thursday. But, yep. Have a good evening. Take care. Adios.